All right, so here we go. Nikita, we are sample person. Nikita playing the role of our sample person filling out this sheet. Okay, so we're going in here and you've got your bank statements in front of you and I say, all right, well, how much money do you have in your checking account, Nikita?
$100.
$100?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And how much money do you have in your savings account?
10,000.
Okay. And then do you have any CDs or anything where you have a CD with the bank?
No.
Okay. Do you know what a CD with the bank is?
No. So let's stop there. Question.
All right, great. Perfect. Jeff, what is a CD in a bank?
Certificate of deposit is an investment option typically offered by a bank, and it's usually an investment option where you invest a set amount, so say $10,000, into this vehicle that generates a rate of return that is consistent over time.
Would it be something that I could then pull money out at any time?
Typically, certificate of deposits have a term that you would invest into the vehicle. So a certificate may be a 3-month term, so they want you to hold your money for 3 months, or a 3-year term. So generally, it's not as liquid as, say, money you put into a savings account. You put money into a CD, you can't readily take it out immediately. It's not as liquid as a savings account where you can put it in and take it out whenever you want.
Gotcha.
And people generally don't use them as much anymore because they pay very low interest rates.
Yeah.
So, but somebody that was in their 60s or 70s or 80s that was like, hey, I'd like to get 1 or 1.5% on my money and I don't need it for 2 or 3 years, might put their money in a certificate of deposit. So in this case, we have 0 in certificate of deposit. Now everybody knows what it is. Do you have any money in a money market account?
No.
Okay, do you know what a money market account is?
No.
Back to our resident expert, Jeff. Jeff, money market account. What is a money market account?
A money market account is similar to a savings account. It is an account that you can put money into and it's going to generate a rate of return. The rate of return may be fixed or it may fluctuate over time depending on interest rates. But generally, a money market account operates similar to a savings account where you can typically pull your money out at any moment. It's not something you have to invest in and let it sit there. They may limit the number of transactions you can have on a month in a money market account, but generally it's fairly liquid. You can get your money in and out as needed.
So what I would say there, Nikita, is this is more in line with your question. Why would somebody have money in a money market account? So if you had money that you knew you weren't going to use and you didn't want to sit it in your checking account, you might say, all right, well, I'll put it in the money market. And instead of getting 0.5% in my checking account, I'll get 1% in my money market account. And that's money that I'm probably not going to need. But if I do need an emergency, I can pull it out. It provides a little more flexibility and a little higher rate of return, but it should be only in a spot where you're not doing a lot of transactional work in it. So you wouldn't want it. If you were going to write a lot of checks against it, you probably wouldn't have it in the money market.
Okay.
Okay. Any other cash that you have sitting around that's in your mattress or somewhere else?
Yeah, like $2,000.
Okay. Perfect. All right. We're going to now get into your personal items. So do you have a primary home, a house that you live in and own?
Yes.
Okay. And what is that house worth?
$250.
They are on another tab. There is a tab specifically for real estate, which would be your primary real estate or any investment properties. So that's a separate area. We're going to enter that.
Okay, great. So we'll go to vehicles. Nikita, do you guys have any cars?
Yes. 30,000.
Okay. How about jewelry? You have any jewelry?
Jewelry, you can put 10,000.
Are you a fan of art, Nikita? Do you have any art?
Love art. We have $1,000. Just one painting. That's it.
Okay. Do you have any furniture, electronics, or antiques that you put significant value on?
10,000 for the whole house.
Okay. So, and you'll see here, one of the things we're doing is when we don't know exactly, we're kind of doing some estimates because we're trying to get our best. Okay. We're now going to get into your investments. How much money do you have in retirement accounts?
40,000.
Okay. Do you have any money in bonds?
2,500.
Okay. How about mutual funds? Do you have any money in any mutual funds?
5,000.
Okay. Do you have individual stocks that wouldn't be in a mutual fund?
No. And what are these individual stocks?
So an individual stock would be, did you just go out and buy some Apple stock? Like where if you have money in a mutual fund, it's usually a bunch of different things run by a manager, where in a individual stock, you would say, hey, you know what, I really feel good about Zoom. I want to buy some Zoom stock. And you would just go out and buy that individually.
So no stock.
Okay.
I would just like to chime in. If you may have an account, say, with Charles Schwab or Morgan Stanley, where they invest in mutual funds and possibly stocks. If that is the case, I would say when you're entering this form, just put it into the mutual fund, the total value there.
Okay, great point, Jeff. Thank you. Do you own any privately held companies? Meaning, do you have ownership in Compass or a real estate company or anything like that? Where, well, I'm saying privately held Compass is a publicly traded company, but if you own part of HAL, by way of example, that would be an example of a privately held company. So, do you have any ownership in a company, Vito's Pizza, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Did you lend any money to anybody and have a note receivable from them to pay you back?
No.
Okay. Do you have any cash value of life insurance?
Not yet.
Okay, but you're thinking about that. Okay.
We have that, but it's not built up to be of much value yet.
Okay. Cryptocurrencies, do you own any Bitcoin or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any other investments that you have that you can think of that we didn't list on here yet?
No.
All right. Then we're going to go over to this other side here. We're going to get into your liabilities. Your vehicles, do you have loans outstanding on your cars?
Yes.
Okay, how much are those?
15,000.
You have any student loan debt?
Yeah, 10,000.
How much is that? Okay. Any other bills that aren't credit cards that you have that have a balance on them?
No.
Okay, great. Do you have any credit cards that, like Jeff said, you're not paying monthly? So if you spend $500 on your credit card and pay that $500 off at the end of the month, we wouldn't put it in here. But if you had a $5,000 balance on a credit card and you were paying a couple $100 a month on it, then you would put it in.
No.
Okay, awesome. Well, good for you. So before, Nikita, we get too much further, what we know right now is that we're showing you have $110,000 in assets before we get to your houses, and you have $25,000 in liabilities here. So your net worth right now, before we go any further, is $85,599. So congratulations, Avatar Nikita, on having an $85,000 current net worth. Do you have any questions about this first?
No. I think I'm good.
Jeff, is there anything you think we should talk about this first sheet that we did not?
Nope. I think we covered everything. As you can see on the sheet, the real estate is entered on another tab, as we mentioned. So we did not yet enter the value of the homes or any mortgages or other loans attached to that real estate. That will impact this estimated net worth once we enter that.
Yes, it will. And we'll come back and look at this sheet later. So if everybody goes through the whole sequence, we'll know, because they'll come back to this at the end and see how great it is. Okay, so that is section number 1.